someone's ready to start the day as well. Are you ready to start the day? Do you want to plant basil with Mama? Okay, Poopy. Mama loves you. Okay, Mama loves you. This is Scotty. This is my therapy dog. He always keeps me company because I need him to pacify my anxiety. Isn't that right, Scotty? It makes me so happy. Always checking if I'm okay. I'm okay for now. I'm alright. So welcome to my little urban jungle. So you can see my basil here growing a bit. I'm very happy to see the progress. And look closely at the leaves. You can see already that they're starting to form. I'm very happy about that. This one is a little bit bigger. And I'm very proud to say that all the containers that I use here are all recycled 100%. And it's not just basil that I'm recording. I was thinking about recording because it's just so tight here, you know, living in the city in Manila. You don't have that much space. Well, for me at least, my house is pretty tiny. So, well, the garden area. And so, yeah, I was thinking about recording. It's like pretty smushed in. But over here, I have oregano and it's looking good. And there's my rosemary and the rest are all basil. So I'm very happy to see that some of them, well, most of them are alive, but the ones that I put here don't seem to be anywhere in sight, so I guess they didn't make it. I'm happy this one's looking healthy. I just feel like the world has so much plastic and we don't need to buy containers anymore. You can just get a little bit smart about picking which ones. So these guys are all transparent, as you can see, and the ones back there are all color brown. And so, you know, I feel like using recycled plastic containers can add character to the garden. It can make it a little bit more eccentric. So there you have it. Welcome to my urban jungle. So come and join me and let's go plant my seedlings. Let's step outside into my other urban jungle. So you can see they're growing nicely. Thank the Lord that the sun is out. And come with me and I'll show you the rest of my basil. So this spot here isn't looking like anything just yet, but if you look closely, there's one there and there's a couple more there. I'm actually gonna take those spots inside the house because I feel like I could add more seedlings to them. Looks like the other little basil that I planted here did not make it. This one is pretty much dead. And let's go here. This is more of the basil that I planted. So it looks like only 2 survived. And this one here, maybe just 1 made it. Oh my goodness. So do not get discouraged when your plants don't survive. It's just how it is and you just have to keep on planting. So let's take this in. Alright, so these are the seedlings that need to be transplanted. You can see they are already growing so much and they definitely need to be put into those soils. But for now, let's go check out what pots I have outside. Now, some people might want to use materials for planting, but believe it or not, I only use my hands and I use a spoon. I don't even own a trowel or any of those like digging stuff. All I use is my hands and just whatever I can find at home. So to dig up the soil or to fix it, I use a spoon. And I feel like playing with the soil is actually healthy for you. Well, for me personally, it gives me like this grounding feeling. So it's definitely a very domesticated vibe. Of course, you want to be careful with the basil. Make sure that you don't over squeeze the roots because they are quite fragile. So the reason why I'm actually wearing this is because there's somebody outside, and so it's a bit silly, but yeah. So I actually have not had breakfast and I really should eat first. These are dried leaves. Okay, I really should have breakfast first or brunch, but when you love doing what you do, sometimes you just forget to eat meals. Like, I really have to eat, but you know, I just want to finish this first. This is the fun part. So I've finished putting this here, and since I don't know how to cook or bake, for me this is like that. This is like baking. Imagine this is all chocolate or cacao and you just want to spread it nice and evenly. So welcome to my lockdown life. I'm actually enjoying the whole domesticated vibe of planting and being able to harvest what you've gardened, what you've planted. I think what it is, what makes harvesting so satisfying is that clearly there's a lot of work that goes into planting, let alone urban gardening. I don't have land, so I have to maximize what I have outside the windows. I'd love to be planting behind me, but this is facing north and north gets the least sun. Actually, if you look at some of these plants here, this used to be a beautiful rosemary plant and it died. So anything that's edible just dies in this garden. And this one here used to be citronella and they are barely surviving. So even if this looks like the perfect garden to plant on, it just doesn't work here. I've tried planting basil and kangkong. Kangkong didn't even survive, and imagine kangkong just likes to grow everywhere. I'm saying I'm a one-man team, but I could really use the help right now. Especially carrying heavy pots. Ooh, it can be good for the back. I do need help. SOS. Sending an SOS. That's it. Having a cucumber on its own might seem bland, like what the heck, right? There's no dressing. But if you train your taste buds to just eat vegetables on its own without any dressing, you start to taste like it's so sweet. You start to taste its actual flavor. Your taste buds will adjust to not having too much rich foods. So for me, this one is actually tasting really sweet. It's not really good to talk while chewing. It tastes very sweet and refreshing. so cute. I really love having my dog when I'm cooking. He just really brightens up my day, and you know what seems to be routinary. Okay, you wake up, you do work, you eat, you know, plan. I'm enjoying planting, but it's just so nice to have this little poopster there to break the monotony of life in general. And he wants to be fed right now, I think, so he's just swimming around me in the kitchen like a shark that wants to eat. So that is definitely al dente pasta. Let's get the pesto now. Can I just say that the pesto I made, this one, has been around for 4 days already, and I bought it off the supermarket for 120 pesos. I do wish their basil was a little bit fresher. I was hoping to make some pesto, but it looks like it's going a little bit off already. But look at that, for 120 pesos, it's quite a lot. I'm still not really keen on making pesto if the basil isn't this fresh. You know what? For 120 pesos, I'm gonna go and get this, even if it's not the freshest. And I'm gonna go and make some pesto. It's a lot healthier than eating junk food. Okay, this is what we have so far. Hi, Dad, are you almost done?
Yeah, banana. Can you get banana?
Okay. And imagine 120 pesos and you're already eating for 4 days. That's crazy. I think this could even go for probably a week. And if you can see, I do put a generous amount of pesto. What a great way to eat. Affordable, but also healthy. I know basil has a lot of vitamin C, so pretty cool. And instead of using extra virgin olive oil, I did use coconut oil because I'm trying to go more local. But it really is all up to you. Some people don't like the flavor of coconut oil. They find it too strong. But I'm okay with it because I do love going local. Love local! So my dog is going to be having rice and chicken, and I know it might be time consuming to be preparing your food for the dog, like instead of giving pellets, but I do think that this is much healthier for them. And again, I'm using my hands instead of like a spoon or a fork, but yeah, I do enjoy working with my hands.